Do you remember years ago when the most popular thing you could possibly get your hands on was hand sanitizer? And you'd use it like 3 or 4 times and then your hands would get dry and cracky and it would start to hurt and burn? I remember those days. By the way, I think those days were stupid. But nonetheless, everybody was using hand sanitizer like crazy, right? Do you ever travel anywhere? And you're like, oh hell, you're like, I know a million people have touched this. And you're walking through an amusement park, or you're going into a restaurant, or you're going to a public park of some kind, or hell, you're going to the airport or whatever, and you're like, the kids are touching everything, and you have to touch doorknobs and handrails, and you're like, we're all gonna get sick. Have you ever been in that situation? Let me give you a possible answer that you may like better than your other options. Nano gel. Not only does it have broader action against things you do not want on your skin, it feels good. It's not going to dry out your skin. It feels good on your skin. It makes your skin moist. It retains moisture. It actually makes cuts and stuff like that on your hands get better. So it's really good for minor cuts and scrapes and stuff like that. Your hands literally feel better on it, which is awesome. So it's not only broader action against the pathogens you do not want, it feels good, and it stays on your hands. So you don't have to apply it like every 15 minutes. You use it and it stays there for hours, right? And so unless you're washing your hands and stuff like that, it's going to be there for hours on end, and it's going to have that same action benefit. Now, does it work for stuff away from your hands? Of course. So I'm just going to give some examples. So I grew up wrestling, right? Does this work for ringworm? Yes. Ringworm, yes. Does it work for athlete's foot? Yes. Does it work for all kinds of issues on the skin? Yes. If it is a pathogen, if it is a skin cut, whatever, it works extremely well. Does it help with, like, you've been burned? Yes. But I will say with a sunburn, you want to put a really light coating on it. You don't want to like heavy lather it on. You want to put out a light coating. Does it help with all of those things? Absolutely. It's amazing for that. So to use a funny example, do you remember in my big fat Greek wedding when they were like, they put Windex on everything and you're just chuckling because you thought it was funny? I know it sounds nuts. Nano gel. You try it. It works amazing on a wide range of stuff. What doesn't it work for? It will not work if the skin problem is caused from an internal cause, okay? Autoimmune issues and stuff like that is not going to work for that. If the issue is topical, this is your go-to. So for travel or whatever you're doing, you want to use Nano gel. You're welcome. Bye.